Let's go.
Matt Weston and his girlfriend, Anna Moreau, are discussing their plans to move. Anna believes Matt works an ordinary job, unaware that he is a CIA operative assigned to maintain a safe house. Elsewhere, a former CIA agent named Tobin Frost meets a contact who gives him a small box containing critical files. The man warns him that the information inside is dangerous and will make him a target. Moments later, Tobin walks through crowded city streets, unaware that a sniper is tracking him from above. Realizing he is surrounded, he decides to surrender himself at the U.S. Embassy. At the CIA headquarters in England, Agent Catherine Linklater and her team receive news of Tobin's surrender. Catherine once worked in the same division as him, so the development raises suspicion. Despite his fugitive status, Tobin is now in U.S. custody, and the agency decides he must be transferred to a secure safe house. Back in South Africa, Matt sits in his office, bored and restless after weeks without a mission. His routine is broken when he gets a call from a hotel confirming a reservation. The message sounds ordinary, but Matt recognizes it as a coded signal from headquarters, alerting him to an urgent situation. Instantly, his demeanor changes from idle to alert. He processes the information, then calls Anna to tell her he must help a friend with a last-minute task. The lie feels heavy, but he knows the truth would only endanger her. As he hangs up, the silence feels heavier than before. This is safe house. Shortly after, a visitor arrives at the safe house, sent by Catherine. The atmosphere shifts. Matt senses that his quiet assignment is over and that the visitor's arrival marks the beginning of something serious. Questions flood his mind, but he keeps his composure, preparing for whatever mission awaits. Meanwhile, inside a dim interrogation room, Tobin sits surrounded by agents demanding answers. They accuse him of betraying the agency and selling classified data. Their questions grow harsher, their tone more aggressive. Still, Tobin stays calm. Years of experience have taught him that every word can be twisted and used against him. He knows not everyone in the room seeks justice. Some have their own motives. The interrogation turns physical, then psychological, but Tobin refuses to break. His silence becomes his defense, every second of endurance proving his control over the system he once helped design. Then, in the midst of the tense questioning, an alarm blares through the facility, signaling a breach. Matt, the only agent on duty, reacts instantly.
Let's go.
With no backup in sight, he receives a direct order: evacuate Tobin and get as far away as possible. Matt led Tobin through side routes until they reached temporary cover. In the short pause that followed, he called Anna. His voice was calm but urgent. He told her to leave their apartment right away, giving no details. He knew that saying too much could only put her at greater risk. After confirming she understood, he ended the call and refocused on the mission. Matt then contacted headquarters to report the breach. David Barlow, his main contact, answered with troubling news. Reinforcements would not arrive for at least 12 hours. Until then, Matt was on his own. David instructed him to move Tobin to another safe house outside the city, described as a more secure location. He also told Matt to retrieve a bag from a locker at a nearby stadium. The bag contained keys and a GPS device needed for the transfer. Matt stayed composed and methodical. Every choice now affected his life, Tobin's, and Anna's. Determined to complete the task, he began to act on the new instructions. Later, the situation changed. Matt was detained and separated from Tobin, who was taken to another room. Soon after, security footage showed Tobin disguised as a police officer and escaping the facility. During the confusion, Matt shot an officer in self-defense, leading to his photo and details being circulated publicly. He was now considered a fugitive. Despite the chaos, Matt called headquarters again to report Tobin's escape. At the CIA office, Harlan Whitford informed him that his assignment was finished and another team would handle the case. Left without agency support, Matt went to see Anna. During their meeting, he told her the truth about his work and the lies he had told to keep her safe. Later, while reviewing a departure schedule, one word caught his attention: Langa. It reminded him of Tobin mentioning the name during their drive. Suspicious, Matt decided to investigate. He went to an internet cafe, chose a quiet spot, and started searching. After reviewing multiple sources, he found a name that stood out: Carlos Villar. Known for forging documents and identities, Carlos was likely connected to Tobin's escape. Realizing this lead could be crucial, Matt prepared to move again. Each clue brought him closer to uncovering the truth and deeper into a dangerous pursuit that was far from over. When Matt arrived, his suspicions were confirmed. From a distance, he saw Tobin speaking with Carlos and noticed signs of recent activity around the area. Watching closely, Matt observed Tobin negotiating for a new identity. Carlos appeared to be arranging forged documents, including a passport, that would help Tobin evade those pursuing him. Unaware of Matt's presence, Tobin continued the discussion. Matt stayed hidden, tracking every movement while waiting for the right time to act. The air was tense, and Matt prepared himself for whatever came next, knowing this meeting could reveal critical information. Without warning, chaos broke out. A sniper's shot struck Carlos in the shoulder, throwing the scene into confusion. Both Tobin and Matt rushed for cover inside a nearby building, but the attackers quickly closed in. During the firefight, Matt overpowered one of the hitmen and forced him to reveal who had ordered the attack. The answer confirmed Matt's fears. The orders came from Vargas, an insider at headquarters. By the next day, David and Catherine had arrived at the aftermath site. Matt and Tobin were exhausted and injured but still focused. Despite realizing the agency had been compromised, Matt insisted on escorting Tobin to a secure location. Determined to finish the mission, he guided Tobin to another safe house. At the new safe house, they were greeted by the caretaker, Keller. Meanwhile, David and Catherine continued their investigation separately, agreeing to meet later to compare findings. Inside, as Matt prepared coffee, Keller suddenly attacked. Driven by jealousy and ambition, Keller admitted his plan to capture Tobin on his own and eliminate Matt. He hoped to earn both a promotion and a financial reward for completing a high-value operation. Matt fought back and subdued Keller. Once the threat was contained, he turned to Tobin for answers. Tobin revealed a classified file containing names of individuals involved in secret and illegal intelligence operations. The document, he explained, exposed deep corruption within the agency and had made him a target ever since he tried to reveal the truth. Finishing his explanation, Tobin retrieved the file and walked away, leaving Matt unsettled and uncertain about what to believe. As Matt processed everything, David arrived, calm but with clear ulterior motives. He offered Matt a promotion to lead field operations, a tempting opportunity on the surface. Yet Matt understood the real reason: David wanted the file. David then claimed that Tobin had killed Catherine and Keller before fleeing. Remembering what the file revealed, Matt recognized David as the true orchestrator of the attacks. Choosing silence, he refused to disclose the file's location. Aware of the danger, he understood that protecting the truth was now his only mission. Not long after, Tobin, gravely injured and struggling to stay conscious, found his way back to Matt. With his final strength, he handed over the file, trusting Matt to complete what he had begun. Tobin knew Matt was the only one capable of exposing the corruption buried within the agency. Moments later, Tobin collapsed, leaving the mission's fate in Matt's hands. Now carrying the file, Matt arranged a meeting with Harlan. During their discussion, Harlan tried to minimize the importance of the document and offered Matt a high-ranking position in return for its location. Staying composed, Matt pretended not to know where the file was. Once the meeting ended, he quietly pulled out his phone and sent the file to a major television network. Within minutes, breaking news filled the screens. Reports confirmed that an anonymous source had leaked classified data revealing widespread corruption inside the agency. The information sparked a public outcry and led to Harlan's arrest, marking the beginning of a long-overdue reckoning within the organization. Later, Matt sat alone at a cafe, watching Anna from a distance. He made no move to approach her. He only needed to know she was safe, free from the dangers his world had brought into her life. So the moral of the story is never date a CIA agent unless you enjoy surprise gunfights, secret files, and getting dumped for a last-minute task.